lack of energy. The energy comes from spending the energy we do have and the time we have in the areas that we think are important, but we're actually neglecting what really needs to be nourished. So when I'm talking to people, no matter what age, most are concerned with their lack of energy. I don't have enough energy to get through the day. I don't have enough energy to do whatever activity or thought process that they would like to have the energy for, which then equates to, I just don't have enough time. I don't know how to find time. So I'd like you to take through what I call the wheel of life. And when we don't have energy or we believe we don't have enough time, and we're just not functioning at the level we want to function, rather than finding an excuse for it, we dig down as to what the actual obstacle is that's blocking you from having that time and energy that you know you want, you know you need, and that you're actually capable of having. So the wheel of life, I'm going to break down your life into several areas. Because no matter what is honestly being malnourished, because we're nourishing something else, we always have an overlap. And so the key areas that I like to take people through in understanding how they feel about where they are now, as opposed to where they want to be, what they want to have that energy and time for. Having the visual is a big aha. So I'd like to take you through family. Where do you believe you are in contentment, happiness, joy, satisfaction in your family? Then another big area I like to talk about is your social life. And that is who you hang around with, who you like to spend time with. But also within that is who you're spending time with that might be actually an energy drain. We get into career, and even for those who are moving into retirement or are retired, or they believe, well, I stay at home, I don't have a career. Career encompasses what you do that really drives that other side of how you're significant, how you feel that you are needed. So career goes into being significant, feeling significant and feeling needed. Then we also go into a big part is stress management. And this stress management, I have a lot of people say, oh, I'm not stressed. But there's different kind of stresses. There's stresses from the environment. There's stresses from the people you hang around with. There's stresses from maybe lack of sleep, too many meds, imbalance of medications. I mean, the stress encompasses when you feel anxiety, impatience, discontent about anything that's really happening in your life. So we've got family, we have social life, we have career, we have stress management. Then we go into activity and movement. Our bodies are meant to move. They're not meant to be sedentary. So whether you have a desk job or whether you already are on a job where you walk a lot, or in an environment where you do get out and you feel like you're moving, our bodies adapt to what we're doing. So our bodies demand to move. So we get into really what you're doing, what you think you're capable of doing, and what would encourage your body and your mind to work more effectively if we changed it up, increased time, whatever we're doing. Then we go into, of course, food and nutrition, and that's a big one. You know, how you're feeding yourself, how you're really fueling your body. And we get down into what really gives you energy and what takes energy away. And you know, that's very unique for a person. It's not a one-size-fits-all. So when we talk about diets, fads, the latest thing, people try it, they give up. There's a lot of things behind really how to fuel yourself and how to really use that fuel to drive your body to be the healthy body it really naturally wants to be. And there's a couple other things. There's definitely, another big one is financial, money. No matter what state we're in, we seem to always have stress. We always seem to have some worry about it, whether your career or post-career or just, we're focused on those expectations of where we want to be at a certain time. And then the last one I find that is most significant with people when you go through this is you have to cut it. I've totally drawn a blank. I had it and I drew a blank. Okay. And the last piece of this pie, if you will, is what I call spirituality. And a lot of people maybe will say, oh, religion, but what I'd like you to do is keep a very broad mind on spirituality. And what that is where you draw your energy from what you are drawn to, believe in, where you find your power, where you find your patience, where you find your strength in something out there that is so personal to each one of us. So I'm going to say spirituality in your beliefs of how you're really living life and your purpose. So when we go through here, the wheel of life, the reason I call it a wheel is because then I go through and say, okay, if this is a big zero, like you're not feeling any contentment, happiness, satisfaction at all, you'd be down in this hub of the wheel. And then these spokes come out into feeling like, yeah, I've got it. I've got this nailed. I feel really good. That's not a problem. That's not an issue. So let's say your social life, you hang out with girlfriends, which of course this research says, 2 to 3 times a week with your girlfriends. That's a plus. But it's like, am I really encouraged and find that I'm getting uplifted and kind of get that adrenaline, that fulfillment from being with my friends? Okay, so you can say, yeah, I'm real good. I'm out here. Okay. Stress, yeah, I'm probably okay. Yeah, activity, wow. I know that I'm really needing to pick that up. So what you're going to do is you're just going to put dots all over this wheel from where you feel you are on these pieces of pie. And then we want to zero in on the ones that are calling our attention, the lowest ones. So we kind of look and go, well, I've got some kind of in this area, but you know what? This is the one that's really calling to me. So we look at career. We would look at activity. And then we're going to look at finances. And so then we'd work together and say, all right, first of all, why do you feel that way? What can we do to pick this up? And how is it overlapping on other things? Like, yeah, if my stress would be better, then my family would be like at a 10. Or if my finances were really more on the outer part of the wheel, then my stress would be on the outer part of the wheel. So when I work with my clients, we really take a lot of time in understanding the pieces of this wheel. Not only what is lacking, what needs to be nourished, and that goes to your whole mind, body, heart health, what needs to be nourished, and how that is affecting other areas. And so we dig in deeply on that to really say, okay, this is for me. This is what I need. This is some obstacles that I didn't even see, I wasn't even aware of, because gosh, everybody's stressed about finances. Everybody's, wishing they had more time with their family, and we tend to write things off as, well, this is how my life is. This is a phase I'm in. This is common with everybody. But really, when it gets down to your individual health and your joy and feeling like I just love living the day because there is something to live for, then that's when we really know that we're going to get into the health of you. And you will just be empowered and feel like you've got your life totally in control and in your hands, and it's nobody else's job. So I appreciate you, and hope this helps when you're kind of thinking about, I just don't understand why I'm stuck and I just want more energy.